Phyllis and Renata have already talked to y'all about the holiday season.
We, just from I don't have any issues with it. We'll probably need to talk to our county attorney about that since it does involve a private business
Right.
and on county property type deal. So, but that's the only thing that I would say we'd have to talk to Jim about it.
And I think it would be, we were thinking about setting it up like on the corner, so it would actually, I guess.
Out in the street type
Well,
deal.
it would be not in the street, so, because we want to keep that parking there and then the parking in the courthouse parking lot. But, you know, it's not going to be huge, the tree setup. But nobody offered live trees last year, you know, in Plainview. It was a really hard thing to find. And so we feel like that would be a lot of fun for the community to do that, so.
Okay.
Well, I guess the question, and I'm pretty sure the question Jim's gonna ask, who's gonna profit from these trees sales?
We don't really know that. I don't know if it's gonna be a combined thing. Robert's Treehouse, Robert's Treehouse will profit some from that,
Okay.
but he would be doing it under Main Street. It would be a Main Street project, and so, you know, there may be some fundraising, you know, for the Friends of Main Street through that, but that hasn't been determined yet.
Okay.
But we can find out, Kenny, and,
Well, I'm sure the county attorney's gonna wanna know, and we'll go from there.
well, anything that we have, you know, whether it's booths or anything, those people profit from that. You know, when we have the fall festival, when we've had that, those people profit. They make the money from that, we don't. Sometimes we charge them to do that, but I think it would probably be the same kind of thing that we've had. You know, it's just maybe one person there. And we may put other little things with that, like, you know, hot chocolate and things like that. So, but yeah, we can find out on the total profit of that.
Well, like I say, we get, over the past couple of years, we have had numerous requests of people wanting to set stuff up on the courthouse property and sell. And we have sort of stayed away from that, but we'll run it by the county attorney and see what he says.
Yeah, and you know, I guess, you know, we can have them set up in the street on where the parking is and then just use the parking lot for the parking instead of the other way around.
Yeah.
You know, that's a possibility. We just are gonna be,
Just across the street from Renata's there?
yeah, on the corner here, you know, we
Yeah.
can't have them set up in that street there and then the customers could use the parking lot to park if that's a better scenario.
Yeah, the parking, you know, I mean, it's public parking, so
But we just
whoever.
want y'all to agree
Yeah.
that we can be on the property. We always
Yeah.
like to ask if we're
Yeah.
gonna be on the property.
We're
I
still
mean,
getting the details together, but obviously getting permission from y'all is one of the first things we need to find out before saying yes to something else.
Okay,
So that's kind of where we're at right now, but yeah.
we'll visit with Jim and say, okay.
thank you.
I think everything is good except we'll have to clear the Christmas tree deal with it.
Yeah, and I think, you know, too, because it is Main Street that's doing it, that's a little bit
Yeah.
different than any other person in the community in that conversation. Y'all have any other questions or thoughts?
Good. Thank you.
All right. All right, that concludes our Friday's agenda. Let's go ahead and look at Monday's agenda. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Melinda has an additional item for Monday, which would be a grant on the, is this the Vine or?
It's the victims notification system that goes through the DA's office.
Attorney General's, yeah.
And it's a grant we have with the Office of the Attorney General. We have it every year, and it's just time to renew it. So I have given that to Jim. The judge printed it off, and he signs it electronically, but we have given it to Jim to review just to make sure everything's good, and so we'll have that done.
Okay.
And that's all I have.
All right, thank you. I'm going to save you for the last. So, Reed's Glass, they come in. I know the glass doors to my office were approved, but he did some calculations and it come in less than what he had first quoted us. And then there's Jesse just asked me to put it back on the agenda for Monday, so I'll have all that And then, of course, the panic alarms we already talked about. Jesse has a deal on there for PPE equipment. We're running, we need some more masks and things like that. Hand sanitizers, things like that. Just things that we would like to keep stocked up on. Because if you wait too late to try to acquire it, it's hard to find. So that's what he's going to talk to you about. Also, we did purchase 35 of the fog machines, and then there is also a device you can buy that cleans like computer screens and keyboard, electronic stuff that really you don't want to spray on. This is through some type of ultraviolet light or whatever, where you can clean your keyboards and computer systems and things like that. And so he was going to talk to you about that also.
We've talked some about that, Judge, and I'm certainly not opposed to anybody that wants them to have them, who are experienced in the past. The only way they really work, it's not like people have the conception that you just pass that wand over it and it's sanitized, and it's not. You're gonna have to work at it, and you're gonna have to spend a lot of time doing it, and I guess it's a personal preference. Personally, I wouldn't be for it, but if anybody is, I'm not opposed to them having it.
Okay. Well, you know, we bought the fog machines because we can buy the machines and the disinfectant, and you can use it as you need it for a whole lot less than even having a vendor come in and spray one time. And one thing about it, we can keep doing it.
And that's the only way it works.
Yeah.
If you constantly do it, because it's not gonna last too long.
Yeah. Okay, and then we'll talk more about Phyllis's items. And so now we'll go back to Ida.
Okay. Okay, George. I have, I'm just gonna ask, well, actually, it's mandated by legislation that we add some wording to our policy in regards to quarantining, and this is all has to do with, the law enforcement, okay? So they passed House Bill 2073, and it will be in effect, September the 1st. So, I also have I'm going to insert this portion into the policy. And the only thing that, it goes on to defining what a detention officer, emergency medical technician, the health authority, peace officer, and, but the first top paragraph of this last document is what matters, and that means that if an employee gets infected with any kind of,
This is the same one.
I'm sorry. Did I give you one, Judge?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think everybody's got
Did I
it.
give everybody one? Okay, good. It's just saying that if anybody gets in the law enforcement area, communicable, I can't say it,
Communicable.
Thank you, guys, I can't say it. Disease while on duty, that they will be paid, they shall be paid, okay? You notice that shall is in there. But I'm just letting the court know that I will be adding this, and it's not an option for the court. The only difference is that we would have to prove, and this would be a workers' comp deal, not me proving anything. They would, workers' comp, I would have to report it to workers' comp because they would have alleged that they got it on duty, okay? So I just wanted to make the
That
court
goes
aware.
into effect December.
September the 1st, sir.
September.
September the 1st, okay? Anybody have any questions? No? Okay. My next item is going to be the retirement renewal for the county insurance for the retirees, the Silver Choice, and that's going to require the judge's signature. It did not go up, it actually reduced. I'll have those documents ready for you on Monday, so I'll ask the court to approve that. And reclassifying the monitors in the Justice Building, and I wanted to bring this up, and I probably could have brought it up during budget, but we didn't recognize that till later. Those two positions in the Justice Building are not classified. They're on the pay group process as unclassified. So I'm coming to y'all asking for us to, we have to classify them, and I'm gonna ask that we classify them under pay group 10, step 1, which is going to be under the new pay scale as 13, was it 13? What was it, Judge?
$13.58 or something.
Yeah, 13 something an hour.
Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna ask the court to allow us to do that because they're not classified.
They've never been?
No.
They're just
What,
part-time.
I think the reason is because they were part-time and they started like $8 an hour when they started. And one of the persons, well, I can't remember which one, but one of them's been here since 10 and the other one's been here since 2011. So they've been with us a while. But, so, and it's not positions that are gonna go away, so we really need to classify them, because all our part-time people are classified. I'm not really sure what happened there.
Now remember also, they'll stay at 10-1.
Yeah,
They won't get a 6-month or a year raise. They'll just be at 10-1 and they'll receive that hourly rate.
We're just moving on the plans here.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
January 1st.
January
It's not gonna be.
Yeah, it's not gonna be now.
It's January 1st.
Yeah,
Whatever, what the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. yes. Okay, and then I'll be reporting a financial report for June the 30th and July the 31st, and I apologize for the delay. I know the last time I reported May's, we were in the process of reconciling May when Monica's daughter was in that accident. So we're caught up, and thank God that we managed to get it to this point at this time. So anyway, that's all I have.
Okay. And then that will conclude our Monday's agenda. Does anyone have anything to say regarding today's agenda or Monday's? If not, then we'll stand adjourned at 10:02 a.m.